Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. This year is going to mark the 20-year anniversary of when the original Ben 10 premiered all the way back on Cartoon Network in December of 2005. And it seems like Cartoon Network, while they haven't outwardly acknowledged that the 20-year anniversary of Ben 10 is coming up at the end of this year, it seems like they've been silently celebrating it. There's a lot of stuff happening within the realm of Ben 10 this year, and despite the fact that Cartoon Network hasn't slapped a 20-year anniversary moniker on any of this, I think it's pretty clear that the franchise is starting to enter the spotlight again, and I wanted to discuss in this video, first and foremost, everything that is happening this year within the world of Ben 10, and then secondly, what does this all mean? Are they ramping up for something special that has yet to be announced? So first and foremost, as I said before, there is a lot happening for Ben 10 this year. We are getting a brand new comic book series from Dynamite Comics that's going to take place within the world of Ben 10. Really not much is known about this comic book series. Oddly enough, when it was first announced, they did say that this is the first ever comic book within the world of Ben 10, which is not true because they've had Ben 10 comics in the past, so that makes me wonder if this is going to be an actual continuation of the original continuity, or maybe some sort of spin-off series or something that is actually canon to the original Ben 10 timeline, to that original continuity, because why else are they calling this the first ever Ben 10 comic? They've had comics before, maybe this is the first ever quote-unquote canon Ben 10 comic book series, but again, that remains to be seen. There's also a plethora of merchandise coming. We got the official announcement of the Ben 10 Classic Continuity Complete Series box set. I talked about that at length in a recent video, card above to that, but since I've made that video, we've gotten the official reveal of this box set. To my complete and utter surprise, it is only $100. I was expecting at least $150 to $200 for this box set, and as we can see, the box art for it is pretty cool, showcasing each of the 4 original series in the original continuity. We also are getting a Ben 10 figure from U2's, which is on screen now. I love Ben 10. I'm into, collecting Funko Pops and whatnot. Whatever they come out with figure-wise, I'm usually into, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really a huge fan of this U2's figure. It just looks off to me. I've talked about U2's in the past in some previous videos. I'll leave a card up above to that video. They have some cool ones that are coming out for Cartoon Network this year, such as Chowder. I'm just not a fan of what they do with the characters, because they all are usually in some odd poses and some action poses, so to speak, and I much rather just have a regular Ben Tennyson standing with his Omnitrix raised to the air, as opposed to whatever this is that we're looking at here. And the last big collaboration that has been announced thus far for this year is Daylight Curfew. If you guys don't know, Daylight Curfew is a clothing brand, and they are making 3 Ben 10 collaboration products this year. The first 2 have been revealed, and the last of which is going to be revealed at a later date. The first product, which is honestly so cool to be seeing, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of do want to get my hands on this. They are making Ben Tennyson's leather jacket from Alien Force and Ultimate Alien. It's going to be $150, so the price on it is a bit steep, but it looks so cool and it looks very accurate to what we've seen in the show. It went up for pre-order, I believe, this past week and was only live for 10 minutes on their site, so if you haven't gotten an order yet, I'm not exactly sure what the process is going to be like going forward. I personally haven't gotten an order in on it yet. I don't know if I'm going to get one for sure. I'd like to, but we'll see what happens. I don't know how much of these they're actually going to be creating. Then they also announced the Ben 10 hoodie, which it looks cool. Nothing that I'm really interested in buying, but there's another product, like I said, coming out later this year that has yet to be revealed to us. But all in all, I don't think it's a coincidence that all of this is happening this year. As I've said many times before, in December of this year, it's going to mark the 20-year anniversary of when the original Ben 10 premiered. And a lot of franchises, when it comes to big anniversaries like this, they do a lot to celebrate. If you look at Pokemon back in 2016, when they had their 20th anniversary, they had a big blowout with a lot of merchandise coming out. They did the same thing for the 25th anniversary, and next year is going to be the 30th anniversary for Pokemon, and I'm sure they're going to do something huge for that year as well. We know Generation 10 is most likely coming next year. Naruto did something similar where they had the Year of Naruto, where it was a celebration of the franchise for their 25th anniversary. Yu-Gi-Oh! Did the same thing recently with their quarter century rarity they introduced, celebrating the 25-year anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh! Even re-releasing some of the original packs. I think it's very clear that Cartoon Network is doing the same thing here with Ben 10, but for whatever reason, they just haven't thrown up a 20-year anniversary moniker on any of this. Maybe they're waiting for later in the year to announce the official plans for the 20th anniversary, since technically speaking, next year, I guess, would be the 20th anniversary, since the series premiered at the end of this year in December. I guess next year would would be the 20th year of Ben 10 technically, so maybe they're ramping up in preparation for that. I don't know. Usually these celebrations last for more than a year, like the 25th anniversary celebration for Yu-Gi-Oh! At this point, it feels like it's been going on for 2 years, so I'm sure they're going to do a lot this year for Ben 10, and they're going to continue the celebration into next year. But I said this earlier in the video, are they ramping up for something, right? Ben 10 is coming back into the spotlight, it's getting a lot of merchandise, it's getting a new comic book series. What are they ramping up for? And I feel like everything we've been seeing lately for Ben 10, I said this in the video regarding the DVD box set, but I feel like they're ramping up to announce the 6th series. I think it's going to be something within the classic continuity because everything that's happening right now is pointing towards that. The merchandise we're getting, all from the original continuity, which makes sense because these are more adult collectibles, right? You're not going to have a 10-year-old kid buying the Ben 10 classic jacket for $150. Maybe you have some parents gifting it to their kids, but I would say most kids probably don't have $150 to spend on a leather jacket for Ben 10. The DVD box set, well, yes, a kid today could go out and buy it for $100. It's very clearly being marketed towards us, towards the fans of the original Ben 10, given that it's highlighting the original continuity only. There is no Ben 10 reboot in this box set. It's just the original series, Alien Force, Ultimate Alien Omniverse, plus Secret of the Omnitrix, and Destroy All Aliens. This is very much so a box set being made for the original fans of Ben 10. You look at the YouTube's figure that we're getting for Ben 10. It's, again, based on the original series. Everything that Cartoon Network is doing right now in regards to Ben 10 is based on the original continuity. They are not acknowledging the reboot at all whatsoever, which to me indicates that we might be returning to that classic continuity in the 6th series of Ben 10. And in all honesty, given everything that's been happening lately with Ben 10, given the fact that we're getting all of this merchandise all of a sudden, like last year this started out with the bag clips. We got those mystery blind box bag clips. I talked about that in the video that I carded above before, but nevertheless, Ben 10 has been out of the spotlight for almost 4 years at this point. And the fact that out of the blue we're getting a complete series box set for the classic continuity, we're getting some clothing from Daylight Curfew from the original continuity, we're getting a figure from U2's from the original continuity, we're getting a comic book series this year. It really seems to me like they're trying to get Ben 10 back into the spotlight again. They're trying to get Ben 10 back into the minds of, Cartoon Network viewers, of the fans, which most likely means they're ramping up production and getting ready to announce what's next for Ben 10. I actually do think at this point that within the next year, we are going to know what's coming next for Ben 10. I think it's that time, and it's taken a lot longer than I would have initially anticipated, but I think we're getting closer and closer to the day that the 6th iteration of Ben 10 gets announced, and I'm thinking that it might actually be a return to the classic continuity. Anyways, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about all this. What do you guys think about all that's happening right now in the world of Ben 10? Do you agree with me that this can't all be a coincidence? This has to be in preparation for something? Or do you think that this is just to celebrate the 20-year anniversary of Ben 10, but for whatever reason, Cartoon Network hasn't officially announced that celebration yet? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this from DC Network. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.